All right, let's go ahead and get on with the reviews. And you know me, being an animator, person. I mean, y'all know my background. I mean, everybody loves my classic masterpiece, Space Jam.
The most infamous Shadow.
The most famous Shadow out there. Y'all know me. I love the animation. I love whenever Disney does a renaissance. And now their renaissance is with their 3D animation. They're doing a bang-up job with that, with the stuff that they're doing. But a lot of people are saying, that's cool, but man, what about the multiculturalism, the diversity? I mean, these princesses are cool and everything. Y'all had one black one up in there, and the movie wasn't even all that great. Nobody remembers that.
What?
Yeah,
the movie's fantastic.
What, Princess and the Frog?
Yeah. People love that movie.
You love that movie.
I got you back, Mark.
Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody talking to you.
Yeah. Goddamn Cars 3.
Yeah. And by the way, you going to see Smurfs. We're going to get that shit settled. Nah, some people are saying, man, you had one black princess out there, and then, you just kind of dropped the ball. In fact, you got real white with the last one.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
White as snow with it. Frozen. Sure, it was a classic, but can we diversify just a little bit? Come on, Disney. It's a new age. And now we have, what is it?
Moana.
Moana. They're gone with this one, very, very exotic. Polynesian, as you can see right here with the design. And what we have here is Moana, who was voiced by Aluilu Caral.
You're on your own.
I
with
mean,
this
I
one.
can't. Yeah, I can't.
That's a Hawaiian name, bro.
I just say her last name, Carvalho. And she is a young woman who is the daughter of the chief of the tribe. And when the island starts to experience some
decay.
Fish are not in the area anymore. They can't get any. They can't grow the food on certain crop areas.
Coconuts are rotten.
Coconuts just rotten from the inside out. They even come up like, what the fuck you gonna do about this? And she says, well, you know what? It's all because of that damn what's his name? Maui.
Did you see this movie?
I never need to go to Hawaii. What's that place? Hawaii. Maui, voiced by Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. And what he did was years ago, he stole a gem that he thought was going to help civilization out. But somehow he messed that all up, and this is why the island is where they are right now. And so if she can find what Maui is, for once, get him to stop bragging about himself and own up to the fact that he just messed everybody up and people going to starve if he doesn't get his act together, then she just might be able to live up to her responsibilities as the up-and-coming chief of this island. And I look at this, and there are a few things about this, I have to say at first, that I had to really look past to appreciate the film. Now, I'm not even saying I'm just saying appreciate the film. For one, Maui looks like a Mexican chick I almost had sex with years ago with that long ass. Y'all know me. Everybody like, almost.
Really?
Same prison tats and everything. With that long hair right there. When I say Maui, I ain't talking about the chick. I'm talking about the Rock's character right there. And also this story here, I wasn't really enthusiastic about it when it came on. I was very, very lukewarm to it, and for good reason, man. Come on, I mean, this is Disney, we've seen these things, these elements over and over again. We've seen the sassy female lead, and this is a princess. I had this argument with somebody the other day. She's the daughter of royalty, the chief of the island. It's a king, okay. She's a princess.
The chief and a king are not the same thing.
In this, it's technically the same thing, man.
If Pocahontas is a princess, she is too.
Exactly. Thank you, sir. And she got a sidekick. They even said it in the movie.
Yeah, they had the argument in the movie.
We even said, you got a goddamn animal sidekick.
You got a sidekick and you be singing, you a princess.
Yeah, you a princess. Cut the bullshit. All right? That's because we in Hawaii and shit. You a princess. And, there's a whole story with her being the chosen one. As I said, she's got a funny sidekick. And the journey, it's that thing of, the journey she goes on is very simple. It really is. You need to leave here, go over there, get that thing, bring it back over here. And I was like, man, you know what? This is pretty and everything, but y'all got to do Y'all got to do a lot more with this. And they are doing things in here too that we've seen in some other Disney films. Like they have the whole thing with the ocean being alive, which is pretty much, another inanimate sidekick, an inanimate object sidekick, sort of like the magic carpet, helping her out. And I just, there's a lot of things in here that I just really didn't see as anything different than Disney has done before, especially with the promise of such a cool character as Maui. Maui, I thought would have been, they were promising something really completely different with his character right here. And no, not really. I mean, if you really want to look at it, he's the same. They're dynamic. Both of them are kind of the same thing that we see. He's a big braggart. She's, like I said, she's kind of sassy. They get into arguments. They just do this back and forth, this bickering for most of the movie until they realize, like, hey, you know what? We're really into each other. And especially with Maui. Maui might as well be, in a way, Gaston from Beauty and the Beast, how much he just talks shit.
When you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting. I know, not every day you get a chance to meet your hero.
Yeah, tweet these nuts, right? She got him hard too. You're like, damn, what the fuck? Yeah, you a demigod, right? But I start thinking, okay, so keep arguing, do your thing, y'all, you bickering until we get to the point y'all gonna get together, and then I realize, oh shit, wait a minute, he's way too old for her.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, what you talking about? They're going to get together.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I was like,
she's
what?
16.
Like 30-something.
Oh, he's 1,000.
He's 1,000. Yeah.
He's
Like,
1,000
like in
years old.
God years.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's kind of like dog years, God years. Yeah. I realized, like, unless the age of consent is really liberal on this island right here.
Which it might be.
Which it might be. You don't know. I thought, like, oh, they're not getting together. They made,
Moana.
Moana. They made her a real leader. Like, she says, I ain't got time for dudes. I ain't got time for love. I got shit to do. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was even points in the movie where she passes by a couple of young guys, and I thought, oh, that's going to be the one. They're all like, hey, Moana. He's like, hey, what's up? I got shit to do. Yeah, whatever. She really is a strong female character, and it's progressive in the sense that, and it took a while to sink in, like, yeah, this is not happening. She's a progressive character in the sense that she's not chasing after a man. This whole time, she really is about going in and leading her people. And if you watch a lot of Disney movies, which I have, they always, the father's always around. Either the mother has died or she just don't exist.
Right.
Dad been creeping, end up getting stuck with the kid. And they just never mention that. In this, they actually have the whole family. Mm-hmm. They got dad and they have mom. Now, mom don't really talk a lot. Dad does all the talking, really.
She still played a vital part near the
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, and sending her off.
Yeah, no, she did. She had one speech with her, and she got that speech in, and every now and then, because before she was trying to say something, she's like, Dad was talking. She's like, I think, and like, yeah, we got one more. I don't need another fucking female on this island.
Yeah, he is the chief. He can't. Have that.
Yeah, exactly. But that's where Granny comes in, man. At least Granny gets a lot to say. Her grandmother, who is voiced by Rachel House. I love this character. This character that they have in the movie of her. Not only is she someone that's wise, but I love the design for this character here, man. I love how comfortable she is with her body. I love the way they send her out in the water and she don't care. She's always talking about, I don't care who's looking. I don't care about what people think about me. She's like, people think I'm crazy. She's a very comfortable character. And in this time where, people want to talk about body issues, I think it's really cool to show this character like this. She's not a sexy grandma. She got big flabby arms.
Sure.
And I thought that was something that, again, if you want to talk about being progressive with your female characters, they did it here.
Is there something you want to tell me?
Is there something you want to hear?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to hear what shit you want right now. Or have you killed anybody lately? Yeah, that's the same woman that was chasing the kid in the Hunt for the Wilder People. This woman that's doing the voice.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah.
Oh,
the cop.
wow.
Yeah, that's the same woman that's doing that voice. She's not that old, but her voice work.
Her voice sounds completely different.
Yeah, and I love how Granny was down with the youth. She got a back tattoo and everything. You know,
Well, everybody's got tattoos.
Yeah,
Everybody was
exactly.
tatted up in this, man.
But you know, she probably still going around the island fucking young dudes. People probably
yeah.
don't know. Yeah, Granny, because she still kind of got it, man. I love how they flip things with the sidekick. Like throughout the trailer, you keep seeing that pig, and everybody thinks like, oh, that pig, that pig is so cute, sell a lot of toys. Gotta be the sidekick, right? And they're like,
They
no.
said, fuck that pig.
No, they said, fuck the pig. They said, we're gonna eat that pig. No, I love that. Instead of giving her a cute pig sidekick, they gave her a stupid ass chicken. You know, that chicken right there.
His eyes never look at the same.
His eyes never looking the same.
He's like Bill the cat.
It was funny because that chicken is dumb as fuck in this movie, man. I was almost offended what they did because I said that chicken is mentally challenged, man. You know, y'all shouldn't do that. Y'all should just go ahead and make a Chick-fil-A sandwich out of him and put us out of his misery.
Would you eat that chicken?
Yeah, I feel like you catch something.
Yeah.
Bird flu or Zika or something crazy.
Yeah, you would catch retardation with that
I'm
chicken.
sorry, Mr. Coleman, but you have polio from this chicken. you
We've
ate.
never seen this before.
Yeah, you know it's it's so funny, man. That chicken is it is the dumbest in the funniest way, in the nicest way. It is the dumbest character that Disney, our sidekick that Disney has ever created. I don't even know. Like we always say, I don't know how this chicken is alive. Like when they put food down for that chicken, he starts pecking in the wrong spot,
The ground.
Yeah.
You have to move him to the food.
Yeah, they got to guide him to food.
There you go.
I love the whole time. Like the animation is great. Martin's right. His eyeballs he got like chameleon eyes. They can never stay in the same spot. And the guy that does the voice work on that, or the clucking, is again easiest paycheck. They got this Alan Tudyk.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
They actually got a celebrity actor to come in and just go.
The Firefly checks ain't coming in like they used to.
He's like, I'll take it. I'm a chicken. I'll take it. But it's you know, I like that what they've done with the characters here, but it's really the design of the movie that I think it's one of that's almost a character in itself right there. I was getting messages from a guy named Masick today, who's an animator also.
Oh, yeah.
And he's mad about this movie. He was saying another 2D project that Disney pussied out on and decided to make 3D. And they did have a bunch of tests for this movie, a bunch of pencil tests where they were going to go the 2D route with this. They were going to go back and try to do some go back to their roots with this. I know that at one point they've been talking about this is going to be the movie that we're going to bring out, and it's going to be a big event film because we're finally doing a big 2D feature. And while I love 2D animation, this was not the project to do that with.
Well, from what I was reading, it was the same guys who did The Princess and the Frog who started this. And they started it years ago. They tried to get off the ground.
Oh, yeah.
And it was that point where they just realized with the backgrounds and what the animation they want to do with water, like that was what it's
Yeah.
like this is going to work better in 3D than it will in 2D.
Yeah.
To get the water to get the best impact from it, this is the way you got to go.
Yeah, exactly, Martin. But and the culture is what is adding a lot to this design too. They do some amazing action set pieces with by bringing in the Polynesian culture. There's a point where they have to fight these coconut people, these little coconut people, and they wouldn't have been able to do this design if they did not place this movie within this culture. It's really inspired.
Kakamora.
Kako, what? They're kind of cute.
That chicken, man.
That's the one time he knew what was going on.
Yeah, hey, say what you will about that chicken. He lets you know when some shit is going down, though. But he's like an alarm. You know, it's when you watch that, man, it's and you have to see it. Like these are basically just little pirates, and that's when that scene came up. It truly is it's a fast moving, very creative action set piece. They have it, and they even have these ships that. These Polynesian design ships that just kind of split apart and they transform into one big ship. And those little creatures, man, I was just intrigued with those. It's almost creepy how they are because there's these little things in coconuts, and you don't know if they're like living coconuts or if there's little people inside the coconuts.
Right.
And half of me said, I really want to know what's under there, and half of me said, no, you don't.
Yeah, like when you first see him, you had that same reaction Moana has, like, oh, they're so cute, and then they're like pull out spears and swords. You're like, all right, never mind, we can leave.
I'm really I'm admiring how it works, as long as it's working with the culture that they have there. I mean, like I said, they want to make something progressive, but they did something that's not preachy. I like the music in this, man. I like the music as long as it is, again, within the culture that they're working with. I know that, what's his name, Lin-Manuel Miranda from Hamilton. He helped out with the score for this and the soundtrack. And I love it when they are sticking pretty close to the Polynesian music that they're doing. The other songs are, some of them are okay, but a lot of them are very show-tuney. Like I like the rock song, which is what was it? You're Welcome.
Yeah.
And the reason why I like it is because I'm just amazed at how well The Rock performed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was really surprising in this movie.
Yeah, the way The Rock performed this is amazing, man. I mean, and I like his performance more than the song because the song is very show-tuney, but he brings the life to it.
So what can I say except you're welcome for the islands I pulled from the scum. You're welcome.
Can't you see his big ass? Like when I see it, I actually see him prancing around the studio, knocking shit over here. You're welcome. People
Looking like Michigan
like,
J. Frog.
people running like Godzilla's attacking and shit.
We have to lock him in here when he does this song. He gets out of control.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Fuck, everybody get out of here.
Yeah, when he's done, things are on fire and there's water coming out of the wall.
Yeah,
like,
tranquilize
so
them.
you guys want to do another take on that?
You just see the studio crumbling.
You're welcome.
They're the one that really, really steals the show because this came out of nowhere. They got this crab in here that's voiced by Jermaine Clement.
Mm-hmm.
And for,
it had went like a David Bowie.
it was
influence.
a glam rock.
Thank you. I heard. I was like, I think this is David Bowie. Did they record him before he died?
Well,
No.
like in Flight of Conchords, they used to do a David Bowie song. So he's clearly a big fan.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's just a crab that does a David Bowie impression that just comes out of nowhere.
What have we here?
And I was like looking at it, I was like, well, they made a big deal about this villain, how dangerous he was, and then it's a big ass, Liberace looking crab. And I was like, I don't know if I'm into this right here. It's just another goofy villain that they have in here. But he stole the show with his musical number, man. And it's a big glam rock number. It almost just hints of Life on Mars and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
David Bowie. And that musical number, when I heard it, I heard the soundtrack was on Spotify, and I put it on. I've been, call me whatever you want, call me gay as fuck, but I've been listening to this song all day.
I'd rather be shiny like a treasure from a sunken pirate wreck. Scrub the deck and make it look shiny. I will sparkle like a wealthy woman's neck. Just a sec, don't you know?
I was like, it's like, okay, this is weird. This just came out of nowhere. It don't fit within anything except for the fact that he just loves shiny things and is kind of glam himself. But that number just stopped. And I thought that, man, this is the best song. It's Disney, their best songs are the ones where when you're watching the movie, you just stop and get wrapped up in it and you catch yourself grooving with it. Mm-hmm. That was the number right there, man. I haven't enjoyed a song like this since Prince Ali from Aladdin.
Okay.
The villain in here, the big one, if you want to call it the final boss, is I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's just a big,
Dormammu.
big, yeah, just a big lava monster. Except it's touching the resolution that they have with that. I will say that. But that was the other thing. Visually, man. They do something here that because they have another sidekick, and they do something with this sidekick that is just visually very stunning, man. And for those of you who complain about this not being 2D, well, they do something where they combine 3D and 2D together, and you get and they do that with Maui's tattoos. His sidekick is a tattoo. And the whole time, the tattoo's just dancing around his nipples, and it's 2D on 3D. And watching how they combine those two things right there is pretty amazing. And that tattoo never speaks. Everything that it does is just through gestures and acting, and it has as much personality as anything else in the movie.
Yeah, it's like Dr. Facilier's shadow.
I mean, I like I said, I was never bored. I might not have been impressed with the story, but I was never bored with this. And yeah, so I would give this a full price, man. I really did. I love this movie. I don't know if it's my one of my favorite Disney movies, but it's the one that I probably admire the most because it is the one, given this day and age where they have progressed with this, it is currently the most different movie that they've done so far. We'll see how that changes. We'll see when they take that animated movie to Africa and see when they make that.
Yeah, we'll see.
They're doing other cultures. We'll see if they'll touch Africa one day. What'd you give it?
Oh, with this movie, I give it it's a solid full price. It's again, like I said, it feels like it's taking old tropes that we know, and again, Disney is great about that. They make everything feel fresh, they make everything feel new, but it's still familiar. And with this, the incorporation of the culture, them actually throwing the ocean in there and having it be a character on its own, and even like we said, they threw in a different sidekick that we haven't seen before, someone that's basically not even really there to assist, like a magic carpet or Olaf in Frozen. So, yeah, you mean me? Solid full price.
I got you, Corey. Mark.
Yeah, besides being one of my favorite Disney movies, this is actually one of my favorite movies this year. It's in my top 3. We're seeing so much now and better stuff that I'm just trying to get through it all. And I almost took some time out today to go see it again. I'm gonna give it a better than Sex.
Damn, Martin.
Okay.
Damn, got to you.
Yeah, I was really having a great time in it.
What set this apart from some other movies you've seen? Because you've been seeing a lot of movies.
I know, but this was. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of good movies lately, and yet they haven't crossed that threshold of that. Like, yes, but I know you're solidly in my top 10. But this one did.
All right. Damn, Mom.
It was just like so enjoyable the whole time, and it felt like 2 hours, but not in that it dragged. It was just so fulfilling.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man.
I mean, I kind of had that feeling of like those people who saw Avatar and were depressed because they couldn't live in that world once the movie was over. I had a little bit of that feeling here.
Oh, that's why I'm telling you people right now. For all you people in New York, in Chicago, who are going to go see this, boy, I feel bad for you because you're going to watch this movie, you're going to see these warm, lush areas and beaches, and then you're going to hit them cold, dirty streets, going to be like, fuck. Oh, that's right, I live here. Just a warning to y'all. So don't see it on a weekday because you won't even go to work the next day. I'm going to Hawaii. Yeah, you ain't got no job. You come back in.
You're there enjoying the homeless population.
Yeah. You're going to be looking like grandma in the streets. You got $1.
Trying to fool a dance with a hat on the ground.
Yeah. Your homeless dirty ass in Hawaii. Glad it's warm weather because you ain't got no job. GameFly brings to your house, to you, over 8,000 new releases and classics that are available to rent, or you can buy them for almost every system out there, current and some old systems. Like I said, man, I've been trying to put my GameCube back to work for years. GameFly has given me an excuse to do that. And you can even try 30 days for free by typing in gameflyoffer.com/doubletoasted. And when you do that, you'll get 30 days for free of games and movies. Get all those things, all of them at once. Just stay in the house. Don't go nowhere because they're all going to get brought right to your mailbox. You can also bring the element of surprise every month to your home in the form of a Loot Crate mystery box. In that box, I can't tell you what it is, but I can guarantee you it is the best in geek and gaming gear. Some people say it's like having Comic-Con brought right to your home. You don't have to leave the house for nothing. You're getting all kind of stuff. And everybody likes a little surprise every month, just a little bit. And here's another surprise for you. You know, if you go to our link, trylootcrate.com/doubletoasted, and you type in bridge 10, that's the word bridge and the number 10, you can get 10% off, a 10% discount on your first crate. How's that for a surprise right there? Loot Crate, bring the mystery and the surprise to your mailbox once a month with Luke Creek. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com, for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasty.